Hey, Steve Zick here. Welcome back to Poke's Who channel. Yeah, I was doing some stuff in kind of a Meola style a while back. Anyway, and a guy emailed me saying that he enjoyed the video, but was asking me to show another section a little bit slower. Now, I've never sat down and tried to figure out any Al Di Meola song or riff or anything off a record or CD or anything, but it's absorbed into my subconscious mind, and some of the stuff that's popped out has been interesting. But I was doing this. And he asked me to kind of slow that down a little bit and show it. So all I'm doing there is a chord like this here on the 7th fret, just with the E and the B and another E, and I'm just kind of like that. Just going to repeat this. There I'm just hitting the G, so you can see this hopefully. So now I may not be right at concert pitch, so here's my A if you want to try to work along with me. So the first part, then the second. Okay. Just notes of a G major scale, right? So then we have, so just, so there, G, E, D, harmonic, and then the A. So, now sometimes I'll use that pull off there. I vary that, just kind of vary it off the top of my head, but that's basically all it is. And the interesting thing about Di Meola, some people say he's a drummer that plays guitar. Di Meola has such a strong sense of accents and syncopation, and he's got some videos about that on YouTube that are excellent. And I think that's an area that a lot of musicians, especially guitar players, tend to overlook, especially if they're blazing a million miles an hour. But even on acoustic, the ability, and like Di Meola said, you tap your foot. And anything that you do in consistency with that tap, so I mean, really, I love Di Meola's acoustic music. He's done some nice electric stuff too, but I think what you can really learn from Di Meola, for one thing, is how to practice. When you're practicing scales, hit those accents, because those accents give you a reference point for, technically speaking, and they also build technique a lot. So when you're doing your scales, don't just run through them like this. Like, do sequences, whether it's double triplets, and put that accent like on the first note of the double triplet. Do it again, put the accent on the second. In other words, start placing accents, and when you do your scales, make little cool sequence scales out of them, And like this powerful thing I showed a while back, I'm 64, and from doing this exercise, I've actually gotten stronger in my right hand, which I had a pretty strong right hand before, but I'm telling you, this is pure magic. You're like 5, just keep going down the scale. Or you can do 7, then 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. I don't know if you can see my right hand here, but so 5, 7. I like to mute sometimes because it makes your work a little harder. 5, 7. That exercise, if you do that an hour a day, man, your right hand will really perk up. But anyway, I was just trying to help somebody who emailed me who I was showing some little Al Di Meola isms. You want to use, things like. But he was asking about this section, so. And so to do that slow, well, here's kind of normal speed. So that slow is. Here's my A. I may not be right at concert pitch, but so. I'll kind of, like I said, I'll do little variations on that part. I think it's time to change strings. These strings are having a little trouble intonating. That's when the strings get dirty. They have a little more trouble tuning it. Anyway, so there I'm just, and then coming up on the B and the G. That's all I'm doing. Then I'll kind of come into those little Meola-isms. That's hard to say. Meola-isms. That's all I'm doing there. But I'm pulling off this note. I could pick it. I think it sounds cool though. So just hitting the harmonic on the throat, open B, A, and sliding it. So I'm just trying to create some slight variations on this. Just working off these kind of interval. But anyway, this guy had asked about this one section, so let me just do it a couple more times. All I'm doing is, let me slightly shift this. Sometimes I pick it, sometimes I pull it off. That's all I'm doing. And then I just do as opposed to always going, maybe I'll go, just slight variations on that type of an idea. So that's all I'm doing on that. But I found certain, like I said, Meola-isms, like things like, and he talks about in his videos on YouTube, like working on just 1 or 2 strings, and that's really, really good for you to do because it helps you develop picking techniques. So just taking a little pattern like that. So I'm just doing a simple right pattern. But then, and I'm not warmed up at all right now, so it's hard for me. Yeah, I can't even do it. A little bit, right? I shouldn't even try till I'm warmed up. Simple things like this. So it's those Meola-isms, and the guy that emailed or sent me, if you want to contact me, email me directly at Steve Zook, the number 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com, Steve Zook, the number 7 at Yahoo, because it's hard. Communicating through YouTube is not the easiest thing in the world to do. So anyway, that was just... See, I tend to change it almost every time. That's the whole point behind being an artist, is because when I try to reflect another artist like Meola, I'm trying to just kind of reflect his spirit and his musical point of view and everything. And Meola is an interesting guy, man. You know, he's got this syncopation, thing, and like he talks about, if you can tap your foot, you know. Anyway, I'm going to stop right there. Enjoy. Take care. Keep the faith. Ciao.